As with anything, doing it the first time and hopefully the only time, we have some bugs to work out. At this time, it is great pleasure that I ask all of our folks to please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and remain standing for the national anthem. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Graduates, you may take a seat. We remind again families to please stay in your pods, or you may actually return back to your vehicles, trying to ensure our social distancing. So good evening, parents, grandparents, extended family and friends, guest speaker Sarah Merrill, Assistant Principal Harrington, our soon-to-be graduates, and to all of our folks listening at home on Facebook Live or will be viewing on PEG TV. For those of you who don't know me, I am Jay Slanker, and I am serving as principal of West Rutland School, and it is a great honor. I would like to also acknowledge the folks that we could not have here tonight, our beloved 50-year grads, our school board members, and Superintendent Pullinan. Welcome to one of the most unusual West Rutland graduations to be ever had. Our former speaker, former principal Sarah Merrill, started the tradition of sharing some statistics of our graduates, and it is an honor to have here tonight. And in following this tradition, I would like to begin this evening's celebration with a few highlights of this class of 2020. 71% of our graduates are enrolled in college this fall. 24% plan on entering the workforce. One student is planning to enter a professional training program. 12 out of 17 students completed at least one college-level course. 6 out of 17 have completed 3 college courses, and 3 out of 17 have completed at least 6. As a result of Vermont's Flexible Pathways option, our senior class has completed approximately 28 college courses. They are leaving West Rutland School with at least 180 college credits, the equivalent of over $50,000 already paid. 3 graduates attended Stafford Technical Center at some point during their high school career. 82% of our seniors engaged in ongoing volunteer opportunities. One of our graduates took the advantage of graduating a year early. One student began their West Rutland career in pre-K, and 6 of them began here as kindergartners. 4 students are the first child in their family to graduate from West Rutland School. 8 students had a parent or grandparent graduate from West Rutland. 5 students are the last child in their family to graduate from West Rutland School. 71% of our class participated in a West Rutland sport. These students plan on attending 9 different colleges. 2 students and actually this stat is not correct. Raise your hand if you participated in a music program here at West Rutland. All right. Our graduates are pursuing many different careers: engineering, education, nursing, business, sports management, computer science, accounting, law, and aviation. Many of our seniors participated in a state semifinal athletic event. Amongst the class are both state champions in numerous sports, including boys soccer, girls basketball, and softball. At least 6 of our graduates hold part-time jobs. 3 of our seniors leave high school already with industry-recognized credentials and certifications. This will be the first in West Rutland school history to graduate with 2 salutatorians. And this class collectively will receive tonight over $60,000 in financial aid from our local scholarships alone. These are just a few of the highlights of this evening's celebrations. We are blessed to have a wonderful pre-K to grade 12 school that focuses not only on academics, but athletics, hard work, self-responsibility, and character. Tonight, in this most unusual format, we take the time to celebrate our graduates. I want to acknowledge everyone's flexibility with tonight's graduation as we navigate through this most unusual chapter in our lives. At this time, I would like to introduce one of our co-salutatorians, Liam Boyer. Please come on up, Liam.
Thank you, Mr. Sliker. About 5 months ago, my fellow graduate, Ken Lynch, drove on the very field you are all parked on. And when Mr. Harrington found out, he got in quite a bit of trouble. I can't wait to see what he has planned for you guys. But in all seriousness, I'd like to thank all the faculty who worked so hard to make this graduation possible. You are all awesome, and we will be forever thankful for your dedication and commitment to our school. I'd like to welcome all of our friends, family, and faculty on behalf of West Rutland's class of 2020. We could not have gotten through this time without your love and support. We had a lot of ideas for how graduation was going to look this year. The first option was a drive-by graduation. That would have been pretty gangster of us. The second option was the all-online graduation, but we couldn't do that because even though we've been teaching them our entire lives, our grandparents still don't know how to access the internet. Then after all the debating and changes, we finally came to our final solution, the drive-in graduation. This is by far the most traditional, and as Vermonters, we like our traditions. And this isn't so bad. As a glass-half-full kind of person, I like to look on the bright side. At least nobody has to be crammed next to strangers on hard bleachers with no back support. Now you get to be crammed in a hot car with loved ones. That's an upgrade, right? You know, now that I think about it, I'm not so sure. Well, at least we didn't have to get all dressed up. It does mean so much to the class of 2020 that you're all here today. Even if you didn't shower. Sorry for the people in that car. I'm now at the part of my speech where I'm supposed to reminisce over our senior memories. So many memories happened in the second half of the senior year, like baseball's return to West Rutland. Oh wait, no, that got canceled. Or what about our varsity softball team winning their third state championship in the last 4 years? Nah, that got canceled too. Or what about our senior trip to Florida where we got to solidify our bonds of friendship and had the time of our life? No, that couldn't happen either. But something amazing did happen this year. I watched my classmates and community pull together for the greater good. The class of 2020 sacrificed so much, and because of this, we are stronger. I've watched many of my peers here today work the front lines during a pandemic. We had to finish high school online, which is not easy when senioritis sets in. But with every hardship always comes a lesson. We have learned to prioritize what is really important in life. Love, friendship, and happiness. Not vacations, not sports games, not money, but love, friendship, and happiness. These are the secrets to a meaningful and successful life. At the end, no matter how bad things get, these are what matter. Love, friendship, and happiness. I'd like to now introduce our other salutatorian, Madison Way.
Sure can.
Thank you, Liam. Good evening, families, faculty, and friends. I am honored to stand before you tonight as co-salutatorian of West Rutland's class of 2020. Being reunited with everyone here tonight feels like coming back home after being away for a long time. Who knew you could still get your diploma after missing so many days of school? I was a little disappointed that there wasn't a pin or a medal included with our cap and gown, as we will go down in West Rutland school history as the senior skip day champions. Mr. Harrington, you should at least hang a banner in the gym. On a more serious note, I first want to acknowledge Mr. Slanker and Mr. Harrington for their dedication in making tonight happen. We are all very lucky that we were able to come together as we have. Although it looks much different than what was originally planned only a few short months ago, it has turned out to be a much more meaningful celebration. On behalf of all of us, thank you both for everything. And thank you to Mrs. Harvey, Mrs. Ackerman, Ms. Loisel, and everyone who worked behind the scenes to make tonight's ceremony as special as possible. I want to express my sincere gratitude to both of my parents for their unrelenting love and support of me in everything that I have pursued. Thank you both for being my #1 fans always. I love you. To Peyton and Jackson and every underclassman at West Rutland, my advice for you is to give your whole heart in everything that you do and always be the best version of yourself. You can always study longer, practice more, and play harder, so push yourself and do it. To all the teachers at Westside, thank you for everything. Each and every one of you has had an impact on each and every one of us. Without any notice, you were all called up to navigate uncharted territory this year, and your dedication to our education and well-being was unmatched. You will be remembered always. You make West Rutland School so great. To my friends and classmates sitting here with me, the loss that we have experienced this year will never be forgotten. There are no more memories from our senior trip to look back on, no last lunches in the cafeteria, no pictures from prom to share, and no last days of walking the school hallways together. There were no final spring seasons to play, no last bus rides from games, no home runs to celebrate, no cheers from the dugouts to be heard, and no chance at a repeat softball championship. The list is endless, and as time passes, may the losses we have experienced sting less than they do right now. My message to you all is that this is only part of our story, not our whole story. This is only the end of a first chapter of an amazing adventure that lies ahead of each and every one of us. While we have lost out on so many memories together, I hope that instead you have each made memories with your loved ones to cherish that you may have never experienced otherwise. I hope you can find peace with what you have lost through things that you have unknowingly gained. May you continue to stay safe and healthy as you enter the world to pursue whatever dreams that you have. And at your weakest moment in life, you need to realize the adversity you've already faced and how strong you actually are. There are so many more milestones to be reached, and the possibilities are endless. The next chapter of your book begins as soon as you leave here tonight. Make it a bestseller.
At this time, I would like to introduce our valedictorian, Kara Pipeline, to please come to the podium.
Thank you, Mr. Slanker. On behalf of the class of 2020, we would like to thank you all for joining us to celebrate this special occasion. While our closest family and friends are able to join us here today from their cars, it is great to know so many more of you are able to join us today through social media. We have definitely been dreaming of this day for quite some time, even though it may be a little different, okay, a lot different than how we expected it to be. It's hard to believe that it's finally here. Thank you so much to everyone who has stood up and made sure we were able to celebrate this night as best as we could. During these strange times, I know many hours were spent making sure that we could have as close to a traditional graduation as possible, and we are truly grateful for how it has turned out, so thank you all so very much. Well, this year has definitely been crazy. We were excited to start our last year of high school, dreaming about senior games, our senior trip, and thinking about gag gifts for class night. Then halfway through the year, things started to change. That's when COVID started to spread, sports seasons ended, prom and our senior trip were canceled, school got postponed, then canceled, and moved online, and our class lost hope of having a normal senior year. I know I definitely felt disappointed, but then I realized that the memories that we planned on making may have been taken from us, but that does not mean we can't push through and make new ones. And that is exactly what we have been doing and are still doing tonight. We have not only been looking back on the memories that we have made in the last 13 years, but also the ones we have been able to make just this year. Our class is definitely different than other classes that have graduated from West Rutland. One thing you might be able to realize is we are a very small class, and for the past 4 years of high school, there has been no more than 17 of us at any time. This small size has presented all kinds of opportunities and challenges for us to work through. For example, some parts of Winter Carnival had to change a little so we could participate in all of the events, or figuring out how to manage running the basketball concession stand for every single home game this past year. But being a small class has never stopped us from achieving our goals. And what we have always been good at is coming together to get the task done. Being a small class helped us become close. We were almost always in the same classes, and as we got older, the smaller the classes got and the closer we would become. Although we caused just as much trouble as any other class with our nonstop talking and endless amount of energy we always seem to have. We had a very special connection with each other, especially the 7 of us that have been together since kindergarten. We have a special connection with one another that we only could have gotten from West Rutland. As many of us know, West Rutland is not only an amazing school that gives its students great learning opportunities, but it is also one big family. I know that every one of us has someone here they can go and talk to when they need help or just someone to listen to them. And that is one of my favorite things about West Rutland. Everyone has always wished for graduation to come sooner, talking about how they can't wait to graduate and become adults, but now that it's finally here, it feels like these past 13 years have gone by in the blink of an eye. This school community has taught us all so much. It helped raise us to be the young adults we are today. We have made many memories at West Rutland, like our end-of-the-year class parties, field days with Miss Stickney, our Boston field trip in middle school, coffee houses, and traveling to support each other at soccer, basketball, softball games, and now track meets. I know that we have all made great memories doing many of these things, especially stopping at McDonald's or Kentucky Fried Taco after games. Of course, we should definitely add all the time and money spent at half-apps, as that has been a big part of our lives. I'm so happy that one of our last high school memories is almost our whole class going to half-apps on our last day of school. It was the first time we had ever done something like that, and is definitely a night to remember. Even though the past few months we have had to be more open-minded about what memories we could make of senior year, we have been able to get together for drive-in movie nights, car circles, dinner dates, all of course shared from the safety of our vehicles. I am proud of our class and how we have time and time again come together to make the most out of every situation. I of course need to take a moment to thank everybody, I need to take a moment to thank some special people who have always been there for me. Thank you to Mrs. Audette, Mrs. Blaisell, and Mrs. Sherman for the endless advice, support, and laughs this past year. Thank you, Mr. Harrington, for scheduling all the sporting events and working around all other events throughout the seasons. Thank you to Mr. Slanker for the endless support you have given us the past year. Mrs. Ames, you have always been someone I knew I could count on to talk to me through whatever was going on in my head. From sorting out being adopted, meeting my birth mom, to taking on being a nurse, and what that might look like. And of course, cheering us all on at our games. Thank you so much. I need to thank Miss Merrill for all the love and support you gave not only to me and my mom, but also the entire school. You are a strong role model, and we all love and miss you. I want to publicly thank Carissa Fenton for being another strong influence in my life. As my soccer coach in 8th and 9th grade, the confidence, love for the game, and sense of family she created is one of the big reasons why I've chosen to continue my soccer career in college. She showed me exactly how to lead a team, bring them together, and is a big reason why I also want to be a coach. A big thank you to all of the Serranis, Carl, Lori, Matt, and Allie, for teaching us so many things, not only involving sports, but also life lessons. Some of the best memories will be traveling to Barrie and making all of you laugh while we sang every single lyric to every single High School Musical movie. To win 3 state championships with some of the best coaches I have ever had has been amazing, to say the least, so thank you. Thank you to the rest of the Serrani family for welcoming me to be a part of your family. You were really there for me when I needed the extra support. Thank you, Becky, Deanna, Liam, and Bailey, for being my best friends for such a long time. Thank you to Mallory, Emily, Mac, and Noah for always being there for me through the hard times. I will always be grateful for our friendships, and I cannot wait to see where our futures take us. I also wanted to thank all of the friends and family here today to celebrate this huge accomplishment. You all have helped us through so much in the years, and we are forever grateful for all you have done for us. Most importantly, I want to thank my parents. Thank you for everything you have both done. Thank you for pushing me to go out and go after my dreams and always helping me strive for greatness. I love you both so much, and I couldn't have done any of this without you. In closing, I want to share my hope for us as we move forward into the world. Be brave. Be willing to step outside your comfort zone and try new things. Make that memory, so when you look back, you don't have any regrets. I try so hard every day to not have any regrets, to not be afraid, and to try new things. So put it all out there. Your heart, your effort, your mind. Be brave, and continue making memories with the people around you. We all know that Westside will be waiting here to support us in whatever our futures have in store for us, as we will always be able to call Westside not only our home, but our family. Thank you.
Our guest speaker tonight lives in Arlington, Vermont, and is currently the principal at Arlington Memorial Middle School and High School. Prior to her current position, Sarah has been a third grade teacher, an activities director, principal of Manchester Elementary Middle School, as well as serving as principal of West Rutland School from 2015 to 2018. Ms. Merrill was also selected as Vermont State Principal of the Year this past year. When not working, Sarah enjoys riding her motorcycle, traveling, and spending time with her family. Please welcome Sarah Pickering.
Thank you, Joe. Welcome, parents, grandparents, extended family, friends, teachers, and West Rutland administration. Welcome to the class of 2020, and thank you for inviting me to speak today. It is truly my honor. I would like to say that you will remember this day for the words of wisdom that your commencement speaker shared. However, I don't think that will be the reason you'll remember this graduation, or your senior year of high school for that matter. And you thought PLPs, proficiency-based reporting, and new criteria for athletic eligibility would be your greatest challenge in high school. These are incredibly difficult, unprecedented times where your values and beliefs and how you show them become all the more important. In April 2015, I nervously walked into West Rutland School to visit for the day. I was one of 2 finalists for the principalship. The visit was intended to give students and staff the opportunity to meet me and ask questions while providing me the same. I immediately felt welcome, and there was a keen sense of connection and community. Although I was in a building with over 500 strangers, I was home. Many people think of home as the place they lay their heads each night, where they gather with their family, the physical structure. For me, home is people, home is place, home is feelings, and any combination thereof. Home is where and with whom I feel safe to take risks, learn new lessons, strengthen what I already know, confidently stand by my values, and return time and again. West Rutland School, West Rutland, Vermont, may have been your home for a short time, for most of, or even your entire life. Regardless of the length of time, right here, right now, right this moment, home is this community and all the people and feelings that accompany this celebration. Vermont has a rich history of deep-rooted values and beliefs, some of which I've seen displayed in you, and many of these values have been passed down through generations. Our values guide us to what is important in life and become what we share with others through our words and actions. We are shaped by people and place, and this evening I'm choosing to share with you lessons I've learned from my home, Vermont. Uphill climbs yield the best views. The Long Trail is a 272-mile hiking trail which follows the main ridge of the Green Mountains from the Massachusetts-Vermont state line to the Canadian border. It's the oldest long-distance trail in the United States and was constructed between 1910 and 1930. You will encounter many uphill climbs in your life. These climbs may seem unsurmountable at times, and ending your trek may appear to be the best option. Take one step at a time. Crawl if you have to, because the views at the top are magnificent, and you will never regret the rewards of that climb. Stand up for what you believe is right. Abolitionists throughout the colonies pled to end slavery. Although independent, the Republic of Vermont became the first to abolish slavery in 1777. Vermont has always been on the forefront of controversial human rights issues. It's important to gather information and facts, to be fully informed, and to act with respect and grace. Regardless of the magnitude of the issue at hand, stand up for what you believe in is right, even if you're standing alone. Find your tribe. A tribe is a group of people with members who share a common element, the purpose that brings them together. In 1983, Fish formed in Burlington, Vermont. Their music brings people together from around the globe. The Fish community is deeply loyal and spans across generations to share their love of music and peace of mind. You will belong to many tribes throughout your life, such as college, work, and/or social tribes. It is these collective groups you will inspire others, provide support, listen intently, learn, advocate, connect. Stay devoted to your tribe. Be daring. In 1984, Emma Willard started teaching science to women in her home in Middlebury to improve the quality of education for women. Miss Willard noticed that men and women were receiving different levels of education, and she dared to make the change. In 1821, a school for women opened in New York, which was later named the Emma Willard School. Dare to take the first step, albeit the most difficult part of embarking on a new adventure. Spending too much time waiting until you're ready or the perfect moment may hinder the greatness that is to come. It's okay to be brave and afraid at the same time. Look beyond what is. On January 15, 1885, Wilson Snowflake Bentley was the first artist to photograph a snowflake, a single snow crystal. He lived in Jericho, Vermont, where he discovered the beauty of each snowflake by using a microscope, a camera, and a dry plate. So many times we see something for what we think it is. It's just a dandelion seed. It's only a friend or a snowflake. Many times there is more to what we are seeing than we think there is. It is your responsibility to engage with our world and to become open to seeing things, people, and situations through multiple lenses. Look deeper with your eyes open and a full heart. When I visited on that day in April, I immediately noticed what was different about Westside than all of the other places I had worked up until that point. It was the people, this place, the feelings. The people in this community, including you, the graduates, embrace long-standing values and beliefs which are beholden to your actions and contribute to the deepening sense of being home. I have learned through my personal experiences the importance of living my values. If you carry them with you throughout your life, it will support you in being positive, compassionate, and responsible humans. To your family, your community, your greater world, and most importantly, to yourself. Now, when I said I was home in my introductory paragraph, I'm sure some of you wondered what I was talking about, since I am literally home. I'm living in my hometown, 1,000 feet from the house I grew up in, and working as the principal of my alma mater. But during my 3 years here at West Rutland School, I was home. Graduates, be true to yourself. Live by your beliefs. Let your values guide you. Always remember these people, this place, and the feelings you induce when you think of West Rutland School. For it will always be, in part, your home. It certainly is for me. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Kira, Liam, Madison, for your thoughts and words this evening. It is a credit to you and your families that you have become so insightful and pragmatic. Thank you to Mrs. Merrill for your time as principal of West Rutland for making such a positive impact on our students that they would ask you to be our speaker. I would like to truly thank the West Rutland community, who normally would be packed into our Hinchy Gymnasium for graduation tonight. Your support year in and year out is unparalleled. Graduation is truly a community event, and this year, with one of so many twists and turns, this event has been altered. My hope is that we have only hit a speed bump in the road, and just like the new paving on Main Street, eventually, we will have smooth sailing for years to come. Thank you to our 50-year grads who could not be here with us tonight, and it is our hope that we can publicly acknowledge you next year. As Mrs. Merrill has said, West Rutland is a special community, not only for supporting one of the last remaining pre-K to 12 buildings in our state, but for your continued support each year to our students as if they were your own. From our Booster Club to Alumni Association to the private citizens and businesses, West Rutland School and its students are the focal point of this community. As the new guy on the block, I have stated to our faculty over the winter that I have fallen hook, line, and sinker for this school. From the wonderful and respectful students to our dedicated staff, and not let us forget the packed athletic fields and gym of spectators that we hope to see return sooner than later. This school is so much more than just a school. For our graduates, you are more than just a name. You are the young adults who have been nurtured by this school and by the staff, including the 3 retiring teachers, Mrs. Daly and her 36 years of service here, Mrs. Ojala for her 38 years of service here, and to Mrs. Coombs for her 40 years of service to the West Rutland School community. That kind of dedication is hard to find in the world today. Our graduates are headed off to new adventures, to new classrooms, to new athletic fields with a new perspective. As Mr. Harrington reads your names and photographs get taken, you will be soon West Rutland High School graduates, graduates of a community school who is prepared to let you go and small enough to welcome you back when you return. With this being said, Mr. Harrington, it is time to start handing out our awards. Let's get to it.
Only allergies. Graduates, please stand to be recognized as your name is called. The 2020 Senior Athlete Award. Plaques will be arriving later for the obvious reasons. This goes to Kara Pipeline and Kyle Laughlin. The VPA Award of Excellence for Exemplary Display of Sportsmanship, Ethics, and Integrity, Rebecca Sanderson. Society of Women Engineers Certificate of Merit Award. This award recognizes accomplished young women who have attained high achievement in science and mathematics. Honors, Alana Raymond. High honor, Madison Guay. Highest honor, Kara Pipeline. The C.B. Ross Memorial Scholarship, $250. The C.B. Ross Fund was established by Dr. Ross to recognize students each year who exemplify community spirit and contribute time and effort to their community. Kara Pipeline. Ryan Smith. The West Rutland School Alumni Association Award, $1,000 apiece. This award is based on academic excellence and community school involvement. Kara Pipeline, Madison Guay, Liam Boyer, Alana Raymond, Rebecca Sanderson, Bailey Savini. West Rutland American Legion Auxiliary Unit 87, $250 apiece. This award is given to students who desire to further their education and who have exemplified helpfulness to their class, school, and community, who have good citizenship, initiative, reliability, and scholastic achievement. Deanna Kenyon, Bailey Savini. Community Service World War II Memorial Wall Scholarship. On behalf of Post 87, Sons of the American Legion, this award is given to students who have contributed significant service to his or her community. Janae McGee, Kara Pipeline, Ryan Smith. Barbara Flory Wiskoski Service Award, $300. This service award is given by the Alumni Association in honor of Barbara, who gave tirelessly of her time and talents to many organizations. She was a matriarch of the WRHS Alumni Association, serving as longtime secretary and organizer of the annual reunion banquet until her passing in March of 2016. Today, you are being recognized for your service to the community and school. Kenneth Lynch. In honor of your grandmother, Lucas Wiskoski. Julia McCarthy Scholarship, $1,000. Julia McCarthy was a longtime teacher at West Rutland School. This award is given to a graduating student who plans to major in a helping profession in college. Madison Way. The Florence Cohen Edison and Mr. and Mrs. David Cohen Scholarship, $1,000. This award is given in their honor to a student planning to pursue his or her education. Bailey Savini. In memory of the Wilbur, Carl Nelson, and Goldie Cohen Nelson Scholarship. The student is a recipient of an award of $1,000, Janae McGee. Ferdinand Sequin Memorial Scholarship, $50 each. This award was established by Lisa Harvey just a couple weeks ago in memory of her mother, who recently passed on April 9th, 2020. The following students are being recognized for persevering and being goal-oriented, hardworking individuals, all things Ferdinand would find commendable. Caleb Green, Terrell O'Bara, and Wayne Pease. Stanley and Mary Patrica Memorial Scholarship, $500. This award is given in honor of Stanley and Mary Patrica, graduates of West Rutland School, to a college-bound student planning to participate in college athletics or a music program. Kyle Laughlin. Robbie Blake Memorial Scholarship, $400. While living his own life with challenges, Robbie Blake always tried to make a difference and help others. His family has established his scholarship in his memory, hoping to continue his helpful spirit. This student is also being recognized for his or her commitment to making a difference and helping others. Madison Guay. West Rutland School PTC Scholarship, $100. On behalf of the West Rutland School PTC, these students have been recognized for their commitment to giving back to the community and for showing excellent leadership throughout high school. Deanna Kenyon, Ryan Smith. The Dennis J. Smith Memorial Award, $100. This award is given in memory of Dennis Smith, 1969 graduate of West Rutland School. Like Dennis, these students are being recognized as hard workers and always willing to help others to succeed. Kenneth Lynch, Carter Ransom, and Lucas Wiskoski. The Alex G. Alexander Scholarship, $1,000. This award is presented to a student who plans to attend any institution of higher learning and has shown good school citizenship. Ryan Smith. West Rutland Rotary Scholarship. This award is given to students with plans to further their education and who plan to continue to serve their community and make a difference in the lives of others. Bailey Savini, Madison Guay, Kara Pipeline, Kyle Laughlin, Rebecca Sanderson, and Liam Boyer. Booster Club Scholarship. This award is given to college-bound students who participated in 2 full seasons of any varsity sport and who have exemplified community service and leadership qualities. Ryan Smith, Madison Guay. The Harold Carl Anderson Award, $1,000. This award is given to students who plan to enter a trade, apprenticeship program, or technical school. Carter Ransom, Lucas Wiskoski. On behalf of the Credit Union of Vermont, the student is the recipient of $1,000 scholarship in memory of Lawrence Larry McCarrier. Larry served as a treasurer of the board of directors from 1992 until his sudden passing in 2005. Larry's advice to the credit union contributed heavily to its success. A lifelong learner, he was generously committed to helping others realize their full potential. Madison Guay. The AMYA Scholarship, $1,000. This is an award given annually to a student nominated by their high school who plans to further their education in a STEM-related field and who has possessed a high level of academic ability and is a well-rounded, exceptional individual. Liam Boyer. The Flex Scholarship. This is $3,000 each. This award was established 6 years ago by a large endowment from Mr. and Mrs. Fleck. Mrs. Annette Leonard Fleck was also a graduate of West Rutland High School. The parameters of the scholarship enable the Alumni Association to award only the interest earned each year in scholarships to West Rutland graduating seniors. Liam Boyer, Alyssa Cavarubias, Madison Guay, Deanna Kenyon, Kyle Laughlin, Janae McGee, Kara Pipeline, Carter Ransom, Alana Raymond, Rebecca Sanderson, Bailey Savini, Ryan Smith, and Lucas Wiskoski. The VSAC Governor Phil Hoff Vermont Honor Scholarship, $1,000. This is awarded annually to outstanding seniors nominated by Vermont's public high schools and technical centers. Nominees exemplify both scholastic excellence and participation in extracurricular community service activities. Kira Pipeline. VSAC Curtis Scholarship. This award of $3,000 is renewable for 4 years of college. Carter Ransom, Deanna Kenyon. VSAC Endowment Scholarship. This award of $1,000 is renewable for 4 years of college. Janae McGee. University of Vermont Green and Gold Scholarship. This is a full tuition scholarship to the University of Vermont based on academic merit. Liam Boyer. The Everett University Dean Scholarship, $26,000 per year. Kira Pipeline. Congratulations to all of our graduates on your accomplishments. This recognition is truly deserving. To all of our scholarship providers, thank you for your continued financial support to our students. Your generosity is greatly appreciated by the West Rutland school community. And now for the presentation of diplomas. Families, before your graduate's name is called, it will be announced for you to exit your vehicles, which you seem to have already exited, and proceed to the front, right on the other side of the fence there. Then return back to your vehicles after your graduate has received his or her diploma. Would the family of Kira Pipeline please come up to the yellow fence? Graduating cum laude, Kira Pipeline. The family of Liam Boyer, please come up to the fence area. Graduating cum laude, Liam Boyer. Would the family of Madison Guay please come up? Graduating cum laude, Madison Guay.
There's an X, Liam. You can come back around the back side, Liam. Come back around. You guys come. Go right back around. Come around. Go around Lucas. And Becky. Come back around.
Would the family of Alyssa Cavarubias please come up? Alyssa Cavarubias.
Congratulations. And then you're going to take this and you do that off. And as Addison comes around, you can go back around and go around the back of the back step to a style.
The family of Caleb Green, please come up. Caleb Green.
Well, congratulations, Caleb. So, you're gonna take this, you're gonna start walking around your bus.
The family of Kyle Laughlin, please come up.
Oh, did you skip Deanna, Kenyon?
Yep.
Okay.
I'll get her.
got it. Yep. Deanna, we haven't forgotten.
Kyle Laughlin.
Did you take your mask off? Congratulations. And now what you're gonna do is you're gonna walk around and go right to Mrs. Loizone to tell her what to do. Smile with me, buddy. Walk back around.
Family of Deanna Kenyon.
Walk all the way around the side. Good job, Kyle. There you go.
Deanna Kenyon.
I think you're getting your feet up. You're gonna walk around Mrs. Loizone to get to where you need to be.
Family of Ken Lynch. Kenneth Lynch.
Everybody's in here, Ken. You're gonna walk around to Mrs. Loizone to get where you need to be. Okay? So your feet are right here on the board. Okay? Instead of making you walk around.
Family of Janae McGee. Janae McGee.
You can take your mask off. You're good. Yes, I know. We're all right there. Congratulations. You're gonna walk around Mrs. Loizone and get where you need to be. So Ken, go walk around with this and back around. Thank you, sir.
Family of Terrell O'Bara.
Joe, in a minute, he's gonna call you and you're gonna break the knee, okay? Here's Grandpa.
Terrell O'Bara.
Joe, everything you need is in there, and you are now gonna walk around to Mrs. Loizone, okay? Thank you, sir.
Family of Wayne Pease.
So Wayne, in a minute, you're gonna come up to me, okay, buddy?
Wayne Pease.
Congratulations. Yep, take that thing off. You're gonna put that down there. That's great. Let's all go by. And then we'll walk right around. Joe, you right to your seat?
Family of Carter Ransom. Carter Ransom.
Today, you take the mask off. You're probably very happy. You have to get back on it. Congratulations. Everything you need is right there. And we're going to welcome Mrs. Rose out. Need help, Wayne? You got it, buddy? Okay.
Family of Alana Raymond.
Okay. Good job, Wayne.
Alana Raymond.
All of your awards, everything's in here. Congratulations. And you're going to go see Mrs. Rose out on Saturday. Okay? Carter, if you can walk around and go around back to the back of the seat, if you want somebody.
Family of Rebecca Sanderson. Graduating cum laude, Rebecca Sanderson.
Yep, you can go out. Probably very happy. You'll be happy soon. Congratulations. And you're going to walk Mrs. Rose out. Right?
Family of Bailey Savini.
When was your graduation?
Bailey Savini.
You can take it out, yep. Congratulations. Seriously, you can go right back to Mrs. Rose out.
Family of Ryan Smith.
Oh, really?
Ryan Smith.
Congratulations, Ryan. You take that off. Yep, take it off real quick. Very good.
Family of Lucas Wiskoski. Lucas Wiskoski.
So family and friends, it is a privilege to present to you the West Rutland graduating class of 2020. And now, will our graduates please rise? Seniors, having completed the graduation requirements set forth by West Rutland School and the Agency of Education, I confer upon each of you the high school diploma with its rights, privileges, and responsibilities. You may now move your tassel to the left side. Before we begin our recessional and starting our music momentarily, the graduates are going to be dismissed, starting with Kira and exiting the whole front row, and then Deanna, and then we'll go back to Terrell, and then to Bailey. They will be coming down past Mrs. Loisel and back to your cars in just a minute. To begin our parade, we would be asking if we could, in an organized fashion, we'll be starting with Liam's family. We're going to go just alphabetical order with their 3 cars, and then to Alyssa's 3 cars, and so on and so forth. So we'll be dismissing from this side to that side. I also want to take editorial rights to thank the community once again for your support in this very unusual graduation as we work within the guidelines that we were set forth to follow. It could not be possible without your cooperation and the cooperation of our wonderful graduates. So with that, Mr. Hampton, Mr. Henry, or Mr. Eastman and Mr. Hampton and Mr. Henry, please cue our music for our senior graduates. Yes. Go ahead, Liam.